Matt pushes up. He comes back in. Ooh, Matt makes a little bit of a mistake here. All right, let's talk about Matt's mistake. So you did a great. So let me talk about it as if I'm not talking to you right there. All right, so Gene, really good job here breaking that grip. One. Matt, really good job of recovering the grip. Again, someone's always going to have one grip, but you just have to kind of learn which one you just want to deal with. And now you can't break that one. You lean into him fine. And you kind of squashing it in here. Matt, good job pushing away here. But your opportunity is as Gene pushes you back. That's it right there. That's your opportunity. See, what you should have did is kind of push him and then actually pull him. Right? Because when you push him away, you feel the tension. You push with your legs, boom, and then you know they're going to push back. So then you lean back and pull with your legs and your hands as much as possible, and that's when you go for the sweep. And I would have said it looks like you have the arm on the other side here. I would have said trap that arm and just kind of like pull him in and look over the shoulder. And I think you could have had a nice sweep there, all right? Especially with the way you were able to push him back a little bit, all right? Goes for the cross, grip break, one, can't break, settles down. He pushes, and then that's when he should have just pulled and went. Unfortunately doesn't get it. All right. Head down, hips lower. Head and hips are even weight. I can tell Nandi's filming. Let's see. I said now Gene here. If I were you, I'd have liked these knees a little wider apart. Why? Because I would have dropped your hip. What's happening is now, and it's just because Matt's not taking advantage of it. Matt, you should have taken advantage of this. Is your head is lower than your hip line. So what that means is your hips are actually lighter than they should be. All right, so on some level here, if you would have widened your knees, your hips would have dropped. You could have also drove your chest into Matt instead of having your head into the shoulder and kind of like put a little pressure there. That would have also helped drop your hips a little lower. Matt, because his hips are higher, you could still do that kicking back. You can still keep good hooks, like flare them out and kick. And then when Gene comes back in, and here's where you'd kick him out. When he drove in, you would then look over your shoulder here. You have the arm trapped and really just kick both legs over. And you could have had that potential butterfly sweep there. Let's see. We don't like the hip up. We'll talk about why in a moment. What are you doing? Oh, you're looking to wrap up the leg. Allow some hip skip. All right, so let's talk about here, Gene. What I would have liked from you here instead of picking your hip up. All right, so remember the kickback, right? We do one at a time. Ooh. So right from this position here, I would have actually liked you to bring one, like since your hips are high, right? Bring one knee in as far as you can, like into the gooch range. And then kick the other leg. So let's say you brought this knee into the gooch range. That would point this foot into your gooch. Then you could have mule kicked this leg back and around and dragged it against your knee. And you would have actually had Matt's leg across your hip line instead of as a butterfly hook. And then now you can pass towards it. Because right now what's happening is you're trying to pass away from a butterfly hook on some level. Always makes it harder. Not impossible, but just more difficult. And I'm assuming you're trying to reach through and grab the pant leg here. I even think you get it.
Got that over under thing.
See, so even right here, you have, like, ideally that's another place where if you do grab the pant leg with this hand, like you're grabbing the opposite pant leg, again, that would have been another place to mule kick this all the way back and bring it on in. Think like capoeira. Kick it up, bring it in, bring it right inside, and you don't want to land at half guard. That's what I was missing, the knee in the gooch. Yeah, knee in the gooch, because that gives you the angle you need for that. Matt, little too deep there, right? So let's see. Let's give you some options here. What I really want to see from you here. Watch out. 1, 2.
Over under thing.
You go for it here. I like the toes on the floor. I like the hip escape. Mwah, that was beautiful. But you bring in the leg a little too deep. All right, so I'd say this knee here, like look, it's going across the body. It's not doing anything for you. You literally you're not using your femur at all to frame him out. So here's two choices. You can do one, put the knee here, in which case your foot would be sticking out about that far, right? Or you can even put the knee in the other hip, which case your foot would be sticking out a little bit here, like it kind of like be around here-ish. Clear that up. All right, so in this knee, here's, let's see, weird. Gene's hip is around this long, so it's here. So that means this leg would be down here, and then your foot would be out here, and you'd be hooking around here. And in which case, then you could kind of scissor your legs and use a little bit of that musculature. But you do want to frame them out with a bone, and then you can use musculature to mess with their balance, right? So in this particular case, you're framing them out with the muscles, and now you actually don't have, you have no physical strength left to off-balance him, right? Hope you get, yeah, let me know what you think of that one. Yeah, see, it's through too much. And now Gene's able to come into this scoop grip. I don't like the two hands are on it there right away. Bring in the knee. Again, reinforcing this here. This should be reinforced with your, with the scoop grip on your chest. You having both hands in here. Honestly, again, if I was Matt here at this moment, look, he can see your tricep. That means Matt could effectively possibly take your back. If I was him here, I would have, it's not been here, I would have grabbed your elbow and hip escaped, and while I did it, punched the elbow. Like he could have even let go of this collar here and grabbed this. And he could have definitely, he definitely has back potential in this moment because you are exposing that back to him. See? Look at his eyes. He could see it. He could see it way too much. So I would say scoop grip with this arm. This hand here could have been on the collar, or since you look like you're going for the reverse wrestler, this forearm here should have shoved into the armpit like you're going through, and then your elbow would come to the ground. So I would actually have extended this and framed the armpit out, or I would have maintained some collar grip here. All right. I think here you do a little too much back exposure. So you would have hip switched for the back take. If I was Matt, yeah, if I was Matt, I would have actually, let's see, if I was Matt, I would have grabbed the pants here and this, and I would have pulled you over this way, so you kind of have to base out there. Once you're on bases, I then would have let go of the collar, grabbed the elbow, hip escaped, and actually been on top of your back. For your sake, I would have went to the reverse. I would have scoop gripped, grabbed either the head, or came into the reverse wrestler pass. Yo, what's up?
There's a fly on his head.
There's a fly on Joe Biden's head?
No, on Pence's head.
I mean, on Pence's head? Oh, man, that's amazing. And he doesn't notice it?
No.
It's because the dude is a dying zombie. Like, everything they say about Biden is Pence, too. There's literally a fly on Pence's head. That's hysterical. We'll cut that out of the highlight. But see here, look, you actually end up having to go for the head. See, look, he's pushing. He just didn't off-balance you before he did that. He could have had that. But look, you're now forced to drop your shoulder and go for that. This is what you should have been going for at the beginning, in my opinion. Once he forces you away, then you can come to reverse wrestler pass. So Matt here, again, Matt, so the hand on the hip. Like, you're not stopping someone's hips from driving into you. It's only going to buy so much time. I prefer the hand on the knee was fine. At the same time, this hand should have been more protecting your head. This hand here is to protect your head. This protects this. All right, so this here, make sure this stays free and lively. All right, there you go, Matt. Bottom hand, head. These two are important friends. And if you're going to have this grip here, grab this grip here, grab this here, and try and pull them over this way. It's part of the Galval CISO. It's part of the CISO suite. There you go. Gene gets the head. Nice. It's funny when I listen to this, I don't listen to it Rob's voice. Good frame on there, Matt. Like, look, this here, this grip on the arm, useless. So here, like maybe you could have grabbed the leg here. Maybe you could have been reaching for the leg, something. Why is this moving? Whatever. You opened up. So there, Gene, nice work there. Nice work flattening him out and going into the mount. Because he has the inside leg over. Yeah, you keep walking. So ideally you have him flat, and then you have his hands, and then his hips facing this way. Good choice here. I like the mount take. And that's why, Matt, you should have had the leg. Holding the arm here was just, it was too late. You have to protect your head. If you lose the head, then you grab the leg or something. Good framing. Nice base out wide.
Eugene told me what to do. He said, put your belly button on his face.
Gonna have to meet you guys. Paul, what's up, brother? Yes. It's extremely mechanical, Paul. Extremely mechanical. I would have liked you to grab the elbow here, actually. Clear this off. Like, this is the arm that's giving you the trouble. This is just framing up your hip line, but this is actually the one that's going to make space for his bottom leg. Like, if I was him, I would have let you pull this and bumped at the same time and cleared my bottom leg inside. There we go. See how we keep and Matt, you keep bringing this leg over it for some reason. No, this is the one that bridges, so use this leg to bridge. You push your hip backwards with it, and you want to slide this leg between. Remember, it's called knee to elbow escape. You want to get this knee under his leg to this elbow. You can basically leave your elbow here. Like, your arm is fine here. At this point here where you frame, it's all about your legs. You want a strong bridge, boom, bump them up, and then you want to hip out. I would actually bridge into the hips this way, and then hip out that way. I'd even almost say face the ground a little bit more. It'd be easier then to slide this knee inside into your hip, into your elbow, and you have the knee of elbow escape. Looking for that wrist control. Collar, all right. There we go. But you gotta hit back. You see how both legs come forward, Matt? Oh, watch this. Watch. I'll pause it at the time I don't like it. So boom. At what moment here, with both of these feet dangling, is anything pushing you backwards out of this? No. You gotta plant this foot to this kid's foot's got this top leg has to be planted to the ground the entire time. That's the base. That's the foundation. That's the reason your hip can move. And that's why you just kind of get stuck back in position. See, I mean, Gene almost gives you, like, Gene, you actually almost give him a moment here. 1, 2. You pin. See, if you want to pick this leg up, this knee back here, like, this isn't the leg that moves first. The leg back here moves. You would want to circle this here, face this direction this way, and then you can come in technical mount. You can't pick this leg up first and then bring the knee around. So first you have to bring the knee around, and then you can worry about this leg. All right, so first you have to control the shoulder in the back line. Pin a leg here, looking for some gift wrap potential. Too much hands. If I was you here, I would look more for chest on the arm to expose it. Again, look how low your head is. Look how high your hips are. Because you want to keep this space closed, but it's not about that space. It's about this space and your shoulders and this space in the hips. Chest and hips. And you know Matt wants to get under with both. That is his best escape. Ooh, big missed opportunity here. So first things first. Again, Matt, don't go belly down. You exposed your elbow when you did that. And honestly, Gene, you just missed the opportunity. This should have come right underneath, and you should have been right under the elbow with this hand that based. Like, I get that he was turning a moment, but the moment's over, and you could have definitely recovered behind the elbow. See, even then, look, you put your hand on the elbow. Now you want to get behind that elbow. See, and look, now you allowed his elbow to come in tight again, and now he's giving you trouble. Matt, I don't know why you didn't step over. Like, this is another thing. Use your top leg here. Step over. Pull his leg in a half guard. That's fine, yeah. Keep these locked up. All right, there we go. You can't Americana you here. There you go. Now you're in half, but now you need to face him, right? So now you need to get this, keep these feet pinched, keep them on the floor, and like pick your hips up. Like, you know, you need to switch directions. Get on your other side. I see that he's got the collar pin there, but that's only going to buy him so much time. Look, you have the opportunity. Oh, he gets over. Maybe that was a flexibility issue there. 1, 2. You're good here. So now this hand here, if I was you, I would actually take it and start controlling the leg. Is this a test? No. So what happens is we do small pod classes. So I take one. I'm going to take like one class take a couple classes a week, And now I'm going to break down their roll. And then I send it to them, and they all get to watch it. Nice back take there. But why does it fail? Why does it fail? What did I say you need? You need to be behind the elbow. So you taking the back here, you're not behind the elbow. You're literally, your hand is on his rib cage. Nightfall has the epic beard, man. See? So that moment ago, when he turned over and he exposed his elbow, that's when you should have been taking the back, right? So right here, if I was you, I would have actually stayed here a little more patiently, right? I think now you're rushing a little too much. Again, look at the space here. I would like your hip a little lower, head up, and maybe you can grind your forearm underneath to find your way into the gift wrap. Yeah, it wasn't on the elbow. Yeah, exactly. And that's why when you land here, look, he's in turtle and you're on the side. You're not really there. I mean, so from that position, I know the bell rang. If you are stuck in that position, that's when I would go for an Ezekiel, right? From the back, it's more from the side. So that would have been my Ezekiel moment. All right, man. Gene, again, any questions? Throw them in your pod. I'll answer them then. Boom. Q. How do I get out of this?